Is that crazy?
You never hear about a man driving a woman mad or a woman driving a man mad?
No,
It happens.
No, they're driving themselves mad.
Okay, go on.
So what about manipulation, though?
Exactly.
That's allowing yourself to be manipulated.
But
That's something that's something that you wanted. That's something that you wanted.
Someone wants to be manipulated?
Let me tell you something.
Somebody wants to be manipulated?
Can I tell you this?
That's like...
Can I tell you this? Can I tell you this? There's certain things people will get into a situation for their own selfish needs. And because they go into that situation for their own selfish needs, you hear what I'm saying to you? Can I explain why? Can I break this down, Jerome? Can I break it down to you?
If it's in 30 seconds. We
No,
only have 30 seconds.
No. I need more. Listen, I need more because when I give her the floor, you say I give her the floor. She doesn't want me to have the floor because she don't want to hear the truth.
You talk so much.
I talk so much.
I would have said like doo-doo. You talk so much doo-doo.
Jerome, are you hearing this right now?
Holy. I didn't say you talk so much. You talk so much.
Doo-doo.
Sometimes you what you're saying, it's
Jerome,
like, oh my God.
Okay, I'll break this down to you, right? Okay. Say somebody gets into a relationship. Like say, okay, you get into a relationship, like say some of these girls that get into a relationship with rappers, right? And
I really knew. Do you have
no,
you believe me when I say I knew?
No. I'm not talking about I'm talking about like anybody that you know. Okay, can you just listen to me for a second?
I know you better than you know yourself. I already know what you're gonna say.
Listen to me for a second, right? Or not not just a rapper. Let's say this, right? Somebody walks into a bar, right? And they go into the bar, she or he or whatever the situation is. They go into a bar, and the bar they know who frequents there, like people who are affluent, people with money, and they have a certain kind of power, whatever it is. So they go in there, they're single, and so right away you understand that, you know, when you walk in there, that person that's married or that person might be married or whatever situation in, because they have certain kind of money and whatever, right? So they probably have other women that want him too as well, right, Ron?
Right.
Would you agree? Would you agree? Or would you not agree? Answer the question.
I'm just trying to figure out how this is.
No, hold on. Would you agree? I'm just asking. Would you agree or would you not agree?
I'm just trying to figure out how this pertains to what I asked you.
So I can't have a conversation with her. So Jerome.
Yeah.
If somebody goes, for instance, right? Let me just switch it off a relationship period. I'm going to show you how this applies to life period, right?
No, what I asked you.
Hold on one second. I'm going to show you how this applies to life period. If you walk into, somebody works construction, they walk into a construction site and they say, you know what, I want to do construction work, but I might not have the experience to do the construction work. When you do the construction work, somebody has to teach you. The person that's teaching you, that person might be belligerent, they might be angry, whatever. That person might have a certain kind of attitude. So you know you're going to expect some kind of a weird treatment when you get there. But the whole point of you going there is to do what? Is for you, is for the objective is to what? Get better or learn the craft. I learned my craft, take whatever kind of shit I need to take, and then move on.
Right.
How many people do you know do that?
A bunch of people.
A bunch of people. So they went in there with the intentions, on their own selfish intent for their own selfish needs, even though they know they're gonna suffer certain situations.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And that's just and that's just life, period, Rome. You get what I'm saying? Do you see how I apply that to life, not just women? It applies to everything all around the board, bro. So anytime you get into a situation, you know what you're getting into. You know what might happen.
Right.
But you know what? But because of your own selfish needs, you're negating all that. You're saying, you know what? Let me just do this for now because I'm not, forget all that. That's not the high priority. The bad is not the high priority.
I didn't know what I was getting into when I started talking to you. I definitely did not.
Listen,
Linda.
You're lying.
Listen, Linda.
Listen, you're lying.
I knew.
Listen, you know what?
I knew what I was getting into.
Listen. The first thing she said to you, I like you because you're both bad. You're this and that. What happens when you talk to a guy that you know that guy is bad and all this other kind of nonsense?
I knew what I was getting into, babe.
What kind of guy is that?
You're not taking accountability right now.
What kind of guy is that?
I knew what I was getting into.
What kind of guy is that, babe? What kind of guy is that?
Babe, I knew what I was getting into.
Wait, let me ask you a question.
Yes or no?
Let me ask you a question.
You never answer my questions.
Listen,
yes or no?
You know there's always a proper way. When you get with a guy, listen, when you
There's
get with a guy,
always a what?
When you get with a guy that looks a certain way, that looks a certain way. Or, listen, you're lying.
You didn't
You're
look
you're not being 100.
anyways.
You're not being 100.
You look
What?
like
I look like what?
you are you are the king of.
I look like a nerd?
You didn't dress like
I look
no
like a nerd?
gangster, babe.
I didn't look.
No, you didn't dress like no gangster.
What do I look like?
You look like a well put together you could have been my personal trainer.
Listen. She's
Your
talking so much.
pants
She's
weren't
laughing.
hanging.
She's laughing.
Your pants, was your pants hanging? You didn't.
That doesn't
You
mean
didn't dress like you
That doesn't
were.
mean
You're the king of a master of disguise. That's what he is, because he doesn't carry himself like nobody that's doing that. He doesn't. He's not stupid. You're not dumb, babe. You don't dress like that, and you don't carry yourself like that either. Okay? So stop this right now.
So
Stop this right now.
So once you start talking, once she starts talking to me, right? Once she starts talking to me, right? Yes, I don't dress like. Once you start to me, you're like, okay. Right away, she's like, okay. Yes or no, babe? No, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
So high. It's so sexy.
You see what I'm saying? That's so. So you agree? So I agree now.
So sexy.
Agree. No.
Give me a kiss. Dad,